something in the
All right, here we go.
Ooh, buddy.
All right, guys, for YouTube this week, it's a little different. Obviously, usually we're doing crazy stuff all over the place. Dunes, pitback track, shop weekend. This weekend's a little different. Clint, Jaden, Katie, and Trent are all on their way to Caneville right now, going to have fun. Unfortunately, we got stuck at home. We got adulting we got to take care of. But the focus for this week's YouTube is to really talk about our Whiskey Throttle Race Nights. Now, if you follow us, you know what's going on. If you don't, maybe you might be hearing this for the first time. But there are a lot of people who are still asking a lot of questions. So our goal here is kind of talk about the history, how it all started, where we see this going, the kind of purpose for everything. And we just want everybody kind of understand our main focus for this. So we're going to jump right into it.
Cool.
So,
I got a little bit of a cold, guys, so
Yeah.
if I start sniffing, sorry. I'm going to try not to, but
Yeah. So I'm going to let Colt take this over, just to kind of introduce it. It all started last summer when we were what?
we were at Nitrocross racing Van Pries with Jim York and all those dudes. We were just out hanging out. We went out early to the event and stayed the night in the buses and ended up getting some attention from the buses and stuff. And we had some maintenance guys come over and talk to us about it. They found out we were side-by-side guys just racing vans and ended up connecting with Terry. What's Terry Henderson?
Henderson, yeah.
Ended up connecting with Terry Henderson that weekend and kind of talked about doing a side-by-side race series. So,
And we found out they had a dirt track. We didn't know
Yeah.
it was
well,
there.
I knew it was there because they used to race Lucas.
That's
on
right.
it. So, we'd been back there looking at it and stuff. And started talking to Terry and just kind of went from there. That was like, what, in September?
I know my first text to Terry to actually set it up was September 6th.
So it was probably August that we did the races. Whenever Nitrocross was in Utah.
Yeah.
There's a train coming.
Oh, no. I was waiting for that.
I could feel it.
Could
in
you?
the ground, yeah. So we started talking to Terry. If you guys haven't met Terry, he has got the most energy out of anyone that I know.
Terry's
Like,
a stud.
He's goes 1,000 miles an hour. That dude he's awesome. So we started working with him in September. Things were looking really good. We were ready to sign on a five series, four series.
Yeah, we're gonna do 5 nights.
We were gonna do 5 nights. And everything's kind of started just taking forever. Almost fell apart a couple of times. We went and had a meeting with the GM, Garrett.
Yep.
And at that point, we were almost like we were ready to just bag the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. We knew it was going to be a lot of work. And we were starting to get thin on time for sponsorships and stuff like that. Because if you've ever done an event, you know that it costs lots of money. It's a lot of money to run this thing.
A ton of money, a ton of time.
We got to pay insurance and renting the track, and all of that adds up so quick. So at this point, what was it? January? February?
Let's see. It's what now? It's April?
Yeah, it's probably February-ish.
Yeah.
Sometime in early February, late January, we had this meeting with Garrett, and we were pretty much ready to just bag the whole thing. It was not moving forward fast enough.
And no fault of their own, right? It's
Yeah.
We went down. There's some things in the background.
Yeah.
They had no control over.
No, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. It just was taking time.
Yeah.
He kind of explained to us why it was taking time, and at that point we understood. And at that point we were ready to move forward. So we had this meeting with Garrett. It went good. Garrett was an awesome dude.
Yep.
I really liked him. We moved forward and signed the deal and started working right away. Like, we just started hitting people up that are in our inner circle, getting a kind of our own team together.
Yeah, and we really haven't stopped. We've spent
No.
since we signed that, and really even before that. I mean, you know, we'd been talking this for months. I'd been working on things in the background for months from operation stuff, so somewhat ready to go. And so we've spent months and months and months putting this stuff together. It's crazy how much time and effort goes into just like the smallest document.
Oh my goodness. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, just getting our website ready for ticket sales, that was insane. Like, Jaden put so much work into that, so much time. There's so much work that goes into events that people don't realize, and I didn't even realize. Like, we've been a pretty decent part of Takeover for a couple of years now, and even doing that type of stuff, I still didn't realize how much it took to really put on your own event. It's a crazy amount of work, like a crazy amount.
Yeah, and just an email, right? Just put together an email or a packet for a sponsorship, for a sponsorship package, or like for the racers to come up with something literally from scratch. Because we didn't have any basis for any of this. It was just stuff that we come up with on our own. To come up with some, like information that's not 17 pages long, to make it look good, flow good, sound good, look good, just for one document. It's just, hours and hours and hours of work to make it look decent.
I mean, take this week for instance, right? It's Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday, we went live with ticket sales. We were here at the shop upstairs doing computer stuff, getting everything ready. Jonathan and Krista from Off-Road Diaries came over. We had a meeting with them because they're kind of helping us out. They're in our inner circle. They're going to be a big part of it. Jonathan's announcing he'll be the MC. And so they've been helping us out. We had a big meeting that night. We probably got home at 9:30?
Yeah, at least.
10 o'clock that night. And I came straight from work. So I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to work, came straight here till 9, 10 at night. Let's see. Tuesday, we got together and sent an email to the hopeful title sponsor.
Yeah, Colt come over. Yeah, we're working on with a handful of people. But like we had, again, like you're reaching out to somebody. You don't want to send them a generic email, especially a title sponsor, right? You want to make that, it has to be specific to them. So just, again, hours of work.
Yeah, that took us, just that one email.
Yeah, just to write one email.
We were clarifying some stuff that we didn't clarify at first with them that we could have done a better job of. So we were making sure we did a good job on this email. And it took us probably an hour to go through all their questions and make sure we answered everything right and everything looked legit and stuff. And then yesterday I was on the phone. As soon as I got off work, I was on the phone with 2 other sponsors until about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Yeah. And then tonight we're here. Like and this has been a typical week since we
months since we signed the contract. Yeah, then same thing. I was, we were on the phone. I was on the phone with 3 different sponsors last night, 2 or 3, and then we're also in the social media stuff, right? We're putting stuff out there, so then people are asking questions, and so we're answering questions. Then we're posting the YouTube stuff, obviously the YouTube channel.
And we basically started our YouTube channel at the same time.
Yeah,
Woo.
It's been nuts. It just has been crazy. But at the end of the day, we absolutely love it, and
it's our favorite thing.
Yeah. So obviously we're passionate about it, right? We hope that comes through in everything that we do.
Yep.
But it's been a hell of a time for sure. So
why we've wanted to do racing?
Yeah, kind of the purpose, right?
Yeah,
like
the
whole
short course
thought
stuff
process behind it.
So we all started racing. Dustin started racing this last October with Takeover, but we've been going and racing with them since 2020, so 4 years, and it is like literally the funnest thing ever. It's so much fun. It almost makes riding dunes boring now. And dunes are my favorite riding terrain. Like I love the dunes. I love the mountains and stuff, and the desert, but I love the dunes.
Yeah.
It's almost made that boring. Almost. And so we wanted to give that experience to others, like to other people that maybe couldn't travel the United States, that can't even get tickets for Takeover because Takeover sells out so quick.
Yeah, it's insane.
So we wanted to give people a chance to race on a professional course, but still for the weekend warrior. And that's kind of why the way we've designed this whole thing. Our other thought process in designing it was we all grew up racing cars when we were younger. All 3 of us brothers had Turbo IS 300s.
Yep.
We grew up at Rocky Mountain Raceway, if you guys know where that is. It's since closed down, but they used to have this thing called Midnight Drags where did you just have to have a license? I think you only had to be 16.
Yeah, 16 Friday nights and
Yeah, Friday night I think they opened at like 10, and they went till like 1 or something like that, 1 or 2 in the morning, and you have to take your car and you just sign a waiver and pay some money, and you got to race all night. As many runs as you could get in. But there would be like 200 cars.
I mean, yeah, it was insane. If you're lucky, if you're getting 3-4 passes,
Yeah,
you're
three.
lucky.
Usually you'd get about 3. You're lucky if you get 4. But we wanted to recreate that vibe because Utah's been missing it. So that's kind of what we were thinking. We set these up for Friday nights. It's going to be 5 o'clock to 10.
Yeah, so the first races will start at 5. Got a bunch of stuff before that. We can go through the schedule here in detail a little bit, but yeah.
So we'll have. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you just said yeah.
We're gonna have 32 racers. We'll race 4 at a time on the track, and hopefully everyone gets. So it'll be 4 on the track, 4 laps per race, and we're hoping that everyone gets 4 races in, depending on like crashes or breaks or stuff like that. Like, hopefully we don't have a lot of crashes because it's grudge racing, so it's not worth busting your car up. But it's a cool place to learn new techniques, to improve your driving, and then maybe later on we can have some actual races and people can get after it. Like, I'm sure they're going to get after it anyway. I mean, you get out there and it's just so much. It's so much fun.
The track is unbelievable.
It's really fast.
Yeah.
We've been out just a couple times ripping on it, and I can't not get after it. Like, I get in, like, as soon as I take that first left, that you go through a straightaway and you take a big looping left. It's almost like a left, a straight, and then another left. And as soon as I'm into that first left, I'm like, oh, here we go. Just hammer down. It is so much fun. That course is sick.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen it, so it's part of UMC, and if you don't know what UMC is, it's Utah Motorsports Campus. They're out in Grantsville. Some people say Tooele, but Grantsville, Utah. It's 511 acres. It's legitimately a world quality course.
It's a world-class facility for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, the facility's amazing.
And so, but this track has been neglected for a while. They haven't really utilized it. So, we've put a lot of work into it already. It needs a lot more work. So, we'll be playing that next weekend. So, I'm sure if you follow our YouTube or subscribe, you would have seen one of the videos out there already. So, that was just kind of
that was like just
a little bit.
First little go of pulling weeds and burning them and creating a good area for spectators to see the races. A while back, they sold the bleachers that were there to Cletus McFarland.
Yeah, I think he's got them
at the Freedom Factory.
Freedom Factory. So,
and I didn't know this, but bleachers are outrageous.
Unbelievable. So,
what is it, like $500,000 to replace them? Or
so it depends on the size.
That?
So I started doing some research, reaching out to some people, and getting prices on used bleachers. I know they're going to be expensive. So, for 700 people, it's going to be $70,000. For 750 people. For just under 2,000 people, is like 1,900 something people. It was going to be $185,000, and those were for used bleachers, missing pieces, not including shipping, not including insulation, and so it's just. I mean, it would have been $200,000 plus just to get some bleachers there to host 2,000 to hold 2,000 people, which is a fair amount of people, but nowhere near would you expect them to be $185,000-$200,000, which is just asinine. So. Yes, we're still working on that. We're working on some ideas for spectators and stuff.
We're doing our best.
Yeah, that's going to be because really at the end of the day, we love the drivers, and the drivers are going to be great entertainment. It's going to be fun for them. But we're building this as a community event, right? We're not building this just for a racing event. We're building this for a community event, and the key to this is really having community support.
Yeah, spectators.
Yep. Having the spectators come out, community support, come out and support this event because this is just the beginning, and we have ideas and plans that we want to work out with UMC, and we've kind of discussed those.
Yeah, we've been in talks with UMC. If we can make this profitable, or not even profitable, if we can make it a success this year, there's already things in the work for next year to be even better.
Yeah, a lot better.
A lot better. Different events. And different seating arrangements, and so this year is really like we just have to prove the concept this year. Yeah,
UMC's in a position where this track sat dormant for a while. They've been wanting somebody to come in and make it happen. They've worked with a handful of people, but nobody just kind of saw it through because it is an unbelievable amount of work. And so we're just stubborn enough that we just like screw it, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And so now that we got the course, it's signed. We got a lot of work to do, but this is a kind of like Okay, prove it, right? Prove this concept. Prove that the community is going to come out and support it. Prove that you're going to get racers. Prove it's going to be a fun event, fun family event. And then once that happens, now UMC may be a little more willing to put some money and time into this, because right now we're just kind of putting all the man hours in.
Yeah.
Which is what we planned and what we kind of talked with UMC about a little bit. But yeah, community support again. Can't say it enough. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And yeah, when we opened tickets Monday night, it was pretty awesome. We sold a handful of spectators ticket already at general admission stuff.
Spectator tickets are going to be cheaper online.
Yeah.
That part of the reason we're doing that is because if we can get people through the gates faster, it's going to be a lot easier. Like, we won't have lines. We're hoping that most people buy online, but we know Utahns and they typically don't. So a lot of people will buy through at the gate. It's going to be a little bit more expensive at the gate. So tickets right now online are $15 per person, which is we made it cheap so that people would come.
Yeah, and kids 15 under.
Yeah, 15 and under are free. And then I think at the gate is it 20?
Yeah, it'd be $20 a gate.
$20 at the gate. So, I mean, it's worth it buying them. I think it's worth, if you know you're coming, to buy them early.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because really it's going to help us out being a lot more efficient while you guys are pulling up. We're still going to have a waiver that everyone has to just sign their name on. It's just like a basic I'm coming on the property waiver.
Yeah, it's UMC driven, so that, so like when we came to Nitro Cross last year, even though just driving through the parking lot, if you've ever been to UMC, you have to sign a waiver. So same thing for us. So as Colt mentioned, coming through the gate is like one of our biggest concerns. We want that to flow really well for you. We will be there all night, but we don't want people sitting in the gate, or sitting in line to get through for 20, 30 minutes. We want to be able to knock people through. So, buying tickets ahead of time will be a huge help with that. We have QR code, so once you make a purchase, QR code, you come to the gate, we just scan it, you're in, sign the form. It's just like literally print your name and sign, and then off you go in the parking. We'll be directing people to parking and stuff. And so, yeah, buying ahead of time for spectators is going to be a
big help for us.
Yeah, a huge help. Because again, this is our first event, right? So, I mean, we've done a few things here and there, but not on this magnitude.
Yeah,
and so we don't know what to expect. As far as like just operations, and we want it to be as smooth as possible for you. So no, like we'll be busting our butts, doing whatever we can to make it the best possible situation. But for our first event, we're excited, we're anxious, we're nervous.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It's been a wild roller coaster.
Oh my gosh, you can't even.
Opening tickets Monday was like, I couldn't sleep that night.
Oh,
I couldn't. That's all I could think about all day Monday. We sold. We did pretty good. We have a few racing spots left.
Yep.
So if you guys want to race, like seriously, this is the perfect event for a weekend warrior that wants to race, that wants to even get his feet wet. Like, you can come out here, and I don't care if you sit on the line and wait till everyone goes off, and then race as fast as you want to race. Like, it's just for fun. It's just to get your feet wet. I love the racing so much that I wanted to give that opportunity to other people. Like, it's the best. It's the best feeling ever.
100%.
The adrenaline rush you get.
And once you do it, it's seriously like crack cocaine. It's it's awesome.
So awesome.
And kind of touching on what Colt just said, like I've had people come ask me questions like, oh, like they're intimidated, they're nervous, they're scared.
Yeah.
And fair enough, I get it. It's nerve wracking, but if you're ever going to race, if you want to try racing, there's not a better event to do it at, because the way we've set it up, we want the weekend warriors. We want, the average Joe, somebody who has raced before or somebody who hasn't raced before. They want to come out and just give it a shot. This is, like Cole said, sit on the line, let everybody go, and just do a couple laps and just, see the 4 laps through, and then maybe you feel more confident and hit it harder in the second heat. So come out and enjoy it, because this is going to be a hell of an event. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so much fun. And the track is actually pretty awesome for newbies, for new racers, not newbies, but new racers. So we went to Oklahoma and we were racing with race cars, like, it was on a different level than what we were. And we were literally getting like rocks, like jagged rocks.
Arrowheads, dude.
It was the scariest shit ever. We had like rocks stuck in plastic that cars in front of us had chucked out at us. It was the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
This track don't have any rocks.
Nope.
It's pretty packed. They're going to mag it.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to throw down mag.
Yeah, we talked about them, talk to UMC, mag it up. So
so it'll keep the dust down. So that was one of the things that I had people asking me about was, what are you going to do for dust control? And they're going to mag it, which will do a bunch. If you guys don't know what magging it is, it's like they put down magnesium.
Yeah, magnesium. It's kind of like,
Yeah,
like a hard
it
pack.
makes the base, like the top layer packed. It's kind of what they do on like roads up in the mountains and stuff. Like not
country roads,
yeah,
whatever. Like
and then we will have a water truck all night long.
yeah, the water truck on site. That's one of the things we worked with UMC on. So they'll have a water truck on site. You know, if it's not super dusty, we don't have to get it out. But if, you know, if it gets
if it does get dusty, we could throw it out real quick. So should we go through like the kind of the how the night's going to go?
Yeah, let's do that.
So we'll be there all day Friday.
Yeah. Well, actually, we'll probably be there Thursday.
Yeah,
night.
we'll probably go Thursday night, sleep over in the school buses, and then wake up and start prepping everything.
Yeah.
We'll
pull up a schedule just so we're
accurate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gates open for racers at noon.
Yes.
They've got to go through tech and stuff. So a racer has to have a cage, a harness, a fire extinguisher, closed-toed shoes, window nets, or a window net on the driver's side. If it's an RS1, it's got to have one on both sides, obviously. It needs... What else is there? Harnesses.
Yeah.
Helmet.
4-point.
Yeah, you need a 4-point, and you either need a windshield or a full-face helmet, just in case there's a rock that gets kicked up. Like, there's not a lot of rocks on that track. But there's always a rock, you know. There's always some stuff. There's always a clump of dirt, and you don't want that hitting you in the face. So we run full-face helmets and no windshields. Well, I do. I don't know. I guess Jaden doesn't run a windshield. You do.
Yeah,
Clint does.
Yeah.
So,
I have a windshield and a full face.
So it's just, I mean, it's up to you guys. I wouldn't run a windshield, not a glass one.
Yeah, mine's poly right now, which actually works out well.
But full face works great. We recommend a single layer fire suit.
Tree kickers.
Talk
to people about those.
Tree kickers, or tire kickers. So if you've ever watched a short course race and you see cars get tangled up together, if your tires hit each other, like if your back tires hit their front tires or their back tires, you're going for a wild ride, like a wild ride. So they're just a recommendation though, right?
Yeah, it's not a requirement, but it is highly recommended.
Like, it's highly recommended because if you guys get after it and you hit each other, like I've seen some cars go into the sky off of that.
Yeah, because think about like you have your tires on one car, tires on another car, and if you get like connected there, and you know if you have a tree kicker or tire kicker, like, you can hit those bars and prevent that. But if you
I've even seen cars that go for a ride with tree kickers and tire kickers.
But if you get interlocked in your tires, like your front tires, back tires, and like with them, it gets well, we'll just say crazy, but yeah. So we highly recommend that. We're not making a recommendation, but we do highly recommend that.
We're not making them a requirement.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a recommendation.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. We recommend them, not require them.
Aftermarket cage.
Yes, that is a requirement.
That's a requirement. Most of you should know why. If you're going to race, stock cages are like paperweights.
Yeah, pop cans.
Okay, so
all right.
Gates open at noon for racers. They've got to be teched by 3:30.
Where did my schedule go? I'm trying to remember. It's not in that.
Yeah, I think they got to be teched by 3:30 at the latest, or 4. I can't remember. One of those two. Gates open at 3:30 for spectators.
I think 3. I think we did 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock for spectators.
Plenty early, but
yeah, I don't know that you need to get there that early. But if we get a huge line, I don't want everyone just waiting at the gate and missing races.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you could probably get there later, but depending on how many people come out, like if there's 500 people at the gate waiting all there at the same time, like that's going to be a second to get through.
Mm-hmm.
If they're all showing up at 4:40,
yeah,
you're going to miss some races, which is fine too. And then 4:30.
4. I think is the drivers.
4 o'clock is driver's meeting. 4:30 is national anthem. Or sight lap.
No, we're doing sight lap after. So yeah, so I think it's 4 o'clock. The drivers meeting starts.
Mm-hmm.
Tech has to be done by 3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tech is so tech goes from noon to 3:30, and it ends at 3:30. Make sure if you're driving, get there before 3:15. Right, don't show up at the last minute expecting to get that done. Because if you don't have tech done, you don't have that race that thing on your car, you won't be able to race. And we want you to be able to race, but we don't want people showing up late and being pissed.
Yeah.
So give yourself time for traffic, whatever. So yeah, so drivers open, gates open 12. Tech ends at 3:30. That gives you 30 minutes to get your cars ready. We'll do a drivers meeting at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
And then national anthem is at 4:30 or 4:40. I can't remember. But
one of those.
Yeah, around 4:30.
Right around there.
Yep.
And then we'll do a sight lap.
Yep. You'll follow Colt. Colt will be showing everybody the sight lap in the machines around 4:40, 4:45-ish. And then we'll get everybody back, get them staged, and races start, baby.
Yeah. And then we go all night.
And then the other time to focus on, Colt already mentioned this, but gates for spectators opens at 3. And then we'll be open all night. So if you work and get off at 5 o'clock,
Yeah, just come out. You can still
there'll be
come out.
plenty of racing. Yeah, so if you don't get there till 6 o'clock, there's still 4 hours racing. So don't let that be a deterrent. Still come out, bring your family, bring your kids. There'll be lots of racing still. But if you get there by 5, you want to see the whole thing. The national anthem's gonna be pretty sick.
I think we'll have pinned coffee there that does like Red Bull drinks and stuff, and coffee, obviously. And then I think we've got a taco truck coming.
Yeah, that's through UMC.
Maybe.
Yep.
Some beer through some
Yeah.
alcoholic beverages for the adults through UMC. And then I think we're working on someone to do hot dogs that night.
Yeah, he's a bud of ours.
Yeah.
He's one of our
Oh,
buddies.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
He's a bud.
He's a bud. And so four spectators for families. Coolers are allowed. Yeah, coolers. Yeah, they can bring their own cooler in with drinks and stuff.
No, you can't.
But you can't bring no alcohol on premises. They'll have alcohol there, but
You can't bring it, but
yeah, don't bring alcohol and bring a cooler in. I will say, like, we're gonna be so packed though, like busy. We won't have the opportunity to really go through everybody's car. So just honor system.
Just do your
honor,
thing.
Yeah, honor
And
system.
support yeah.
Come out.
It's not going to be that crazy.
No.
We are going to have some people camping, mostly racers, I think.
Yeah. So right now,
we
just offered it to racers.
Yeah, the part of the reason why we just offered it to racers, camping's hard. Everyone's got to be out by 10 or 11. I think it's 11. 10 the next day. Yeah. Really, the biggest reason we offered camping is just so if racers break or they don't have to worry about getting packed up that night, like they've got a lot to do besides just getting in their car and leaving. So
it's a lot of work, and so to give them an opportunity to just pull in, the camping will be close to like the pits, like where they're staging and stuff. So it just makes it easy for them. They pull in, they get their stuff unloaded. They have the tools there, so if they break, they can
go back to their camp and work on it and get back in the races. And then after the races, we can't have fire, but we can have propane fire pits. So we'll have a couple propane fire pits probably on that cement pad where we're going to do tech in our campground. And everyone's welcome to come hang out. You can stay after the races. You don't have to be a racer to be in there. Like, you guys can come hang out with us as a spectator. We're going to have a good time.
Gates for general admission, people who are not camping, gates close at 11 or 11:30. We'll double check on that. So if you're
at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the race is finished, you have a good hour and a half to hang out with us. And then, but if you did drive your car in and you're not camping, you'd have to be out by 11:30.
Okay.
And close that. And then if you're camping, just whatever. And then campers have to be out. I think we're going to shoot for 10 a.m. the next Saturday morning. So if you're camping, don't get smashed. Sleeping.
Yeah, because you guys got to get up and get your crap loaded and get out.
We have to be off the premises by 10 a.m. the next day. So
and we would like to go through and like clean up anything that's left over. So that means get up.
Yeah. And then for anybody there racing, spectating, whatever, our goal is to have as many garbage cans out there as possible. So please help us keep this place cleaned up. And I feel like the off-road community, especially side-by-side community,
we do pretty
is really good at that. So that's one thing we'll ask of you.
The other thing we're considering is doing a show and shine.
Yes.
So if you guys would like to see a show and shine there, comment on this video, or we'll probably be posting on social media and let us know. I think it'd be a cool thing to do. Bring some cool cars in and let you guys walk around and walk through those cars and give you just something else to do while you're there. If you need to get up and walk around and whatnot. So
we're working on this right now. The goal right now is to have a handful of vendors there. A lot of them will be sponsorships, as part of the sponsorship package. And so if it makes sense for them, we're gonna try to have some vendors there. We'll have our Whiskey Throttle set up there, but
Yep.
so we want to have a couple other people there as well. So if they are, support them. At least go through and talk to them and get some information, because really the sponsors at the end of the day are the ones that are helping us keep this thing
Yeah,
going.
they are the ones that are literally like, we're gonna have a ton of time, and we have our own money in it, but we need sponsors to be able to keep it going. Like, that's the only way we can keep it going.
Yeah.
And spectators.
Yeah.
Like, really, that'll be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like, we need the spectators, because the sponsors won't come without the spectators. So
Yeah, for sure.
And I think we've put the ticket price low enough that it's like, it's $15. If you have a family of 4 and both your kids are under 15, like, it's still only $30 for you guys, your whole family to get
you could do a family of 6, and as long as your kids are 15 and under,
Yeah.
you get a whole family.
like $30.
Yeah, for
Plus your gas out there, but
what you pay for gas for anyway. So
yeah, and all you duners can just leave straight from there to go to the dunes.
yeah,
You're almost, I mean, you're there.
so yeah, for $30 you can bring your whole family out, family of 4, family of 6, family of 8, whatever it is. And kids that are 15 under are free. And we want it to be super cheap, because for us, it's all about the community sport, as we mentioned about 400 times. But
Yeah.
we just want it is that important to get everybody out there.
If you're a sponsor, or if you wanting to sponsor the event, you can get a hold of us through Facebook or Instagram. Or
Yep.
I mean, a number of people Jonathan knew. Pretty much everyone knows them. Bud's got our number now, Bud Bruning.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to reach out to us for sure.
I mean, there's a ton.
Instagram, hit us up, DM us on Instagram. We've got a lot of, we have a handful of people that are sponsoring already, and a handful that are in queue, just kind of finalizing some deals with them. We have some kind of general sponsorship packages we can send you if you're interested. If we need to, change those up a little bit, we're willing to definitely work with people, because we want to, if you're putting your time and money into it as a sponsorship in a company, we want to make sure that like it's making sense for you too.
Yeah, and we've worked with different companies with different things. Like,
yeah.
some of the companies are,
Yeah.
they're just, we're trying to build Utah, the side-by-side scene in Utah, as best we can. Give everyone a good opportunity.
And the
including
base
businesses.
and the base is here. I think
yeah.
for like just the there's just so many machines. It's all so family oriented, and we are too. Like, we all have kids. Every one of us, we have kids. So for us, we want keeping them involved in everything we do, bringing kids out. And let's talk about like the next generation of growing that, because that's a huge part of this.
So, I mean, we all see the way the world's going.
Mm-hmm.
It's going away from, it's trying to go away from gas-powered cars, and, so we've actually, in our races, it's 18 and older, but we actually opened up to 4 junior racers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 4 racers that are right around the ages of 13 to 15, I think, is all of them.
Yeah.
They will race each other. They won't be racing anyone else, so they will be in their own race. As our first race, we're going to limit it at that, 4 junior racers. Moving forward, we might open it up to maybe 8. We'll definitely keep it in sets of 4 so that they can just race themselves. We have one of our sponsored riders, Liv.
Yep. Olivia Wright.
Olivia Wright. She'll be
She's
racing.
a badass.
Yep, we got one of our buddies' sons, Asher. I think it's Asher, right? Is it Asher?
Yeah, Arrington.
Yeah, they have a couple. I think they have 2 sons.
Yeah, Asher and crew. But I think
Asher's the one
Yeah.
that's racing. So we'll be racing a 4-seat Pro or a 4-seat Turbo S.
Yeah.
Liv is racing a 2-seat Turbo S.
Yeah, Richard Hale. So shout out to Hale Speed, because Richard.
Yep.
Yeah, Richard's been. He's up.
What's his son's name?
Oh crap. Junior.
Sorry, buddy.
Junior Hale.
You're racing.
Yeah. And then we've got one more.
I don't remember the 4th one
no.
for some reason.
My brain's just scrambled eggs, man, from everything we've been doing. So yeah, we have 4.
But yeah. So that'll be cool. Junior, I mean, kids are the future. If we don't get them involved, this sport's going to be gone. It'll be gone.
Yeah.
The land will be gone. Like, there's
Yep.
such a big push lately for the hippie side of things.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not against hippies. I mean, you can see, I'm half hippie, half redneck. But motorsports is huge for us. Like, we have to get the next generation involved, or they're going to be. It's going to be a dying industry.
Because motorsports as a general, like generally just as a whole is slowly dying. And so to really push that next, the next generation is huge. And so, yeah, getting kids involved is something we're very proud of, something we're super excited to do.
And we will continue to try and get more involved. It was just kind of a last minute deal that we let these kids get involved. So
yeah, it worked out. Just kind of
worked out great. We had 4 kids that were hitting us up. They were getting in contact with us that wanted to race, and we're like, okay, well, 4, that works. We can just we can just put them by themselves and not have to worry about other people like grown-ups racing them.
Yeah. So, but we're stoked, man. It's gonna be
so excited.
Gosh, if you haven't raced yet,
this track is so much fun, and you can send it as big as you want. Like, so the big jump in the back is called the loaf. If you've seen our videos, it's very tame.
Yeah,
you can hit that as fast as you want, and you're not going very high. You'll go far. I think I was getting about 100 feet, which that's far to most people.
Yeah, not necessarily to you and us, but
But it's far for most people. And then you make right after that, you come down, you make a left-hand turn, and then the next jump is called Only Man's Jump or Every Man's Jump. Because if you can't jump off of that, it's every man's jump. Every man can jump, or everybody can jump off.
And
of
that thing is so.
It
much
sends
fun.
you perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. No matter how hard you hit it, I flat landed it. Felt great. I hit it as hard as I could.
Yeah,
flat landed it. Wasn't bad. And then there's a turn right after that into a whoop section. So it's a fun, fast-paced track.
Yeah, we've been on it a handful of times, and last time we were out there, I was following Colt in my Turbo S and doing the best I could, just trying to stay behind him and get footage of his car. And we weren't even racing. I mean, he was pushing, and I was pushing straight, but tried to stay behind him. And we got back, and I was just like, my hands were just shaking because I was so excited and had so much fun and adrenaline. So
I'm so excited.
I know. Honestly, if you have not raced and you want to race, oh my God.
None of us are racing yet.
Yeah, we'll probably put you on.
We'll probably have Huckleberry in there, and I'll be racing most likely.
Yeah, people want to see that car.
At very least, I'll be the backup. So if someone breaks or doesn't want to race or wants to take a heat out, then I'll jump in for those guys. But I really want to race. So
yeah, I know. Me too. But unfortunately, we have to run the event.
Yeah,
so
that's the bummer part about running your own events. Like, I want to race.
I know. We want to race. Let's create an event. Oh shit, we're not racing. So we have to run the event.
We've got some other things in the works for us to race on that track for a decent amount of time. So
yeah, we'll get some time on it for sure.
Yeah. So, what else do we need to get? We're at 37 minutes.
Dude, it goes so fast.
We need to. Yeah, we talked before we got into this, and we're like, we need to keep it short so people listen to it. So,
I think that's it. Obviously, we don't always do the perfect job of covering everything we do.
Yeah,
because we've created the event, so everything makes sense to in our head.
And we went through everything about 1,000 times, so we forget like some of the small stuff.
Yeah. So if you have questions, concerns, comments, throw them down below this video in the comments, or we'll be posting this, a link to this on Facebook, I'm sure, and Instagram. So please don't be afraid to hit us up.
Yeah.
We love talking to people about this. So like, I don't want to ask them a stupid question. No such thing right now.
Yeah.
And we do a pretty good job of getting it back to people as soon as possible.
Yeah. I mean, we all have full-time jobs, so some days it's slower than others, but we try.
Yeah, so it's been fun. I cannot wait.
If you want to race, you've got to race this. Yeah. Like, this is the best event to race in. I promise you won't get a better, more tamed.
But yeah, potential for tame, because really
potential. Yeah, you could go as hard as you want, and you could be as tame as you want. The track is perfect for everyone. Like there's no one that should be worried about racing this track. Yeah. It is very, very, very fast paced, but also you could be chill in it too.
And we're keeping the lineup pretty chill. Like if you come into Buddy, you guys want to race all night, then you guys you'll be in a line, right? And just talk to people. Hey, can I race with Buddy? And you guys just change positions. If I want to race.
If you guys bring 4 people in, we'll just line you 4 up, and you guys can race all night long.
You guys can talk all the crap you want, put all the inside bets you want.
We've got a couple groups of people that have signed up, 2, 3 dudes, and they're going to just race each other. And I mean, we'll throw other people in with them if they don't have 4, but.
Yeah. If you're an NA car and you want to, I'm sure.
We'll throw all the NA cars together.
So we'll make it work for everybody. It's super chill. We want it to be fun. It'll be naturally competitive just because you're racing, but we will definitely make it work for everybody.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome. Colten and Clinton and Trent are going to be running like the driver's portion of it. We're still figuring out like where everybody else is going to be. I'll probably be running around a million miles an hour, just
With your head cut off.
Yeah, putting out fires. We'll see where we have, Jaden and Katie, and then, Jordan and Carly and the rest of the group. And we've had a lot of people reach out to offer help on the track or volunteer for the event. So if you have, thank you very much. We are still figuring out personnel and requirements, what we need. So,
and we are going to have a meeting. I think we'll probably try and have a meeting the weekend before Invasion. So the weekend before Memorial, we'll probably have a meeting with everyone that's volunteering and just get it all sorted out.
Yep. Be getting all of our staff stuff set up, and it's coming up fast, dude.
Fast.
Yeah.
We're also doing a jump show at Invasion.
Yeah. So we got huge
come
shout
out
out to
and
shout out to Trevor and Invasion because he's a stud. We've had him on the podcast. We're still trying to work through our
we did a bunch of podcasts in Slower X, but the video and the audio has been a pain. We got a new system, so it should be easier from here on out, but the old way was just a pain to edit.
Yeah.
So
if you were on those podcasts like Trevor,
we're trying.
Yeah.
With everything else going on, it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's just hard to get. I mean, it's been hard for me to get one video out a week. It's been insane.
Yep. So, and then we're going to get Steve on the podcast to talk about Takeover.
Yep.
Soon.
Shout out to Steve. Love him.
They are doing a new drag strip, like a professional drag strip.
Yeah, it's me sick.
Or drag lights. So that's cool. That's way cool.
Yep.
They've needed that. So
Invasion. Give them details for our jump show. To kind of break it down.
It'll be Saturday evening, 5, 6-ish. I don't think we've set an exact time, but it'll be right around there. Before it gets dark, it'll be on the mountain or on Sand Mountain, same place we did it last year. So we'll be jumping into Sand Mountain or into the face.
It'll just be
into the right side. I don't know if that's the face or I don't know.
Yeah, you'll see it if you're camping on the mountain.
Yeah, we'll have it
there. You'll see it.
We'll have a caution taped off and stuff. So
it'll just be our team again this year.
Yeah, it'll be our team. Yeah. I'm sure Liv will jump with us because she's part of our team now. It'll just be we just try and put on a good show for everyone. It's not a competition. We're just trying to put on a good, awesome, fun show to watch. Yeah, there.
I'm sure Jonathan will be emceeing again.
Yep. As long as we can get this close.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna set up like a PA system on the bus. Oh, also he'll be live MC at the race nights.
Yes,
on the bus. We
have a metal-ish guitarist.
Yeah,
it's going to be doing the national anthem.
It's sick. Like
it's bad. Yeah,
he's
and
good.
So he'll do that, and then Jonathan will be on the MC all night.
Yep.
Well, mostly all night.
Mostly all night.
So, yeah,
we're stoked. Well,
that's probably.
Yeah, we're 42 minutes now. I mean, we might cut some of this out. So
we should probably cut some of it out. But I don't know if there's anything else we need to talk about.
Nothing that we probably won't cover in coming videos. Last thing. In our last video, we announced that we were going to do a open night pit bike race or pit bike night here at the shop.
Yep.
In the video, it said May 4th. That's what our original plan was. We've changed that. So now it's going to be May 3rd. It's a Friday night, May 3rd, here at the
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, I think.
It starts
here at the track. Come out, hang out. We had 150, 200 people last time.
Yeah.
Come out, hang out, just come chill.
That's something that we just like.
Yeah.
We do and just let people come out and hang out. Like, it's fun.
Just again.
Gets everyone out here that like enjoys their time.
Yeah, bring your kids.
A lot of people just come out and watch it. Yeah. We always usually have some races go on.
Yeah, we have some adult
beverage races.
That's always fun. It's entertaining. And then we'll take a break. We'll let the kids run out on the track. So kids have a PW50 or whatever they want to come out and rip. Have them come out. So bring the kids out. So just another thing we do for the community because we like to just hang out with like-minded, cool-ass people.
Yeah. So, and that's in Ogden. So if you guys want to come out to that, hit us up and we can give you the address to that to the shop. Yep. It's right here.
Yeah, we're literally steering it right there.
Well, if you watch our YouTube video last week, we were going over the pit bike track.
Yeah. So, again, Friday, May 3rd is the next pit bike night. And then, Okay. We'll go on forever, so we'll probably end it there.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll
see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you next
time. We
time.
may be doing another one of these before the event. So
yeah, probably got to do.
And we may end up doing some podcasts at the event with racers.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I would imagine that we end up doing some podcasts at the event with racers. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll end up for sure.
Okay, see ya.
See you guys. Take care.